Welcome to the next lesson here. We're going to essentially show you here today how to take any of the content you produce and generate it in any type of language such as German, Spanish, Korean, and so on. This can be a powerful tool because maybe you want to launch multiple YouTube channels on the same niche, but provide it in different languages, therefore having a broader reach on the audience that you can gather and get subscribed to. As always, you can find these zapped down below, but we're going to be jumping through how to do this in today's video. Lucky for us, to do this process is actually a lot more simple than you would think. All we need to do is take our original flow. So we can take our YouTube channel here, and I'm just going to go ahead and say duplicate. And then we just need to change a little bit of the fine tuning on the initial prompts, and we'll be able to achieve a different languaged channel. And for today's tutorial, we're just going to go ahead, if I can speak, we're going to go ahead and just rename it to a YouTube channel. We're going to say German. Semi bracket, so it knows that the type of content that's being produced here is going to be German oriented content. And then all we need to do, surprising enough, since we've already fine-tuned the chat and we understand that every single one of these outputs is reliable, all you need to do to every single one of your GPT blocks is add a parameter here called language, and we're going to call it German. And what you'll notice is by doing something as simple as that and hitting continue and then retesting the action, the output will be in German. So as you see here, we got Gulaschsuppe, which honestly I probably butchered. Over here, just Google Translate, put in German here, and then Gulasch soup is the food item it chose for this specific video. From here, all you need to do is add that little small parameter there to every single one of the GPT blocks, and you'll now officially create a content piece that is going to be in German. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to every single one of these blocks here, and I'm going to add the context that we want this in German, and then on top of that, we're going to go ahead and jump over to Cynthia to make sure that our template can handle German. All right, so I went ahead and updated all these GPT blocks to German. I'm going to hit publish here. And then if you have any fixed text, such as in the title or the description, make sure you update that with the correct language that you want to produce here. So now this entire video is formatted out to be for German. Let's go ahead and do the same thing for Cynthia. In order to do so, all we need to do is take the template we already created, which would be the cooking food template, and we're going to go ahead and hit duplicate. And then all we would need to do is add little square brackets for our reference that, hey, this is the German version of the template. And then what you need to do here essentially is instead of English US, you're going to put German. And we can do apply to all female voice avatars. And then this should, in theory, so sometimes it doesn't work perfectly. So it seems like in this context, I'm going to go ahead and have to add German here as well. So let me go ahead and add this to every single one of the avatars here. All right, I went ahead and added it to all the avatars here. And here's what's great. Basically, all the variable text that you see here and all the variable inputs for voice, they're now going to be in German because that's essentially the data that we're pushing forward to this template. The only other thing you would need to start changing is going to be the fixed text like you see here, which are in English. You'd want to make that into German, as obviously this is going to be a German-oriented video. That's always great. But for now, you have officially connected a German run zap for German content to a German template by doing these simple steps. That's all it really takes to make a different language channel for AI automation. Now you would just need to build out the previous zaps that you saw, tailor them for German, and tailor everything around the templates for German and Cynthia, and so on. Obviously, you can choose any language here. It could be Japanese, Hindi, and so on. But for today's video, we just went over the example of the context if it was a German video. But without further ado, I'll see you in the next video.